Hello and welcome. This will be a reading for Cancer for July 2023. Welcome to the table, Cancer. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'll be using a 10 card spread today, 5 cards along the top row and 5 cards along the bottom. Be talking about those cards and then overlaying them again with a second spread of 10 cards, 5 along the top and 5 along the bottom. We should have sufficient cards there to get a bit of a reading of the kind of energy that's coming towards you in July. But if not, if I need clarification, I do have a third deck on the table. Let's begin your reading, Cancer. 5 of Wands in the reverse position. King of Cups in the reverse position. Princess of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. Judgment in the upright position. The Magician in the reverse position. King of Wands in the upright position. 9 of Cups in the upright position. Queen of Cups in the upright position. 7 of Swords in the upright position. And Death in the reverse position. I'll show you the bottom of the deck. Okay, I've got the Queen of Wands in the upright position. Okay, so just put that there. Okay. All right, well, we've got the 5 of Wands in the reverse position, so a little bit of a struggle. So something that you've been struggling with, I think you're overcoming that. So somehow you've been through some struggles getting this far. We'll keep moving along. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse position. So this is not necessarily a very happy card in the reverse position. I always feel this is a card of manipulation, somebody trying to use emotional control over you. So that is not a happy situation. So, you know, if you've been dealing with someone like this, this does put you into a terrible struggle because it's very hard to know exactly when you are being manipulated because they turn on the charm, they turn it off. So they're nice 1 minute and nasty the next, and they can be very underhanded. So a King of Cups in the reverse aspect is not very nice. So very manipulative, very controlling, all the wrong aspects of somebody that should be generous and loving and kind. So I can understand why you feel that you've been through a bit of a struggle. Here we've got the Page of Pentacles. So again, in the reverse position, this is a beautiful card, and normally I would suggest that this is a card of, you know, working towards your goals, working towards your dreams, something that you have been hoping to achieve. For some reason, that feels now that it's in the reverse position, that you feel like you're not making any headway. And that can be the case sometimes. This was almost like you've been turned on your head, and maybe this person has told you that your dreams are foolish. I don't think you should listen. I think everybody's dreams, if you really are strongly focused on your dreams, you will get somewhere close towards it. Even if you don't quite achieve what you think you will achieve something that puts you on the right path. And this card is about following your path. As you can see here in the background, it's her path. She is climbing her mountain. She is aiming for her enlightenment. She is trying to achieve her goals. So if you've been struggling to achieve your goals, watch out for this emotional manipulation, that somebody is not trying to undermine you all the time or trying to hold you back by pulling the emotional strings and not allowing you to go forward. Here's the Judgment. It looks like you're going to get a second chance, and this is a call to you to say, what is it you really want? Where are you going? What are you doing? You know, there will come a time when we are too old, or we are too feeble or too sick to do the things you want to do. So focus on the things you want to do. Go after them before that angel calls to you and says, your time is up. You've got no more time here on earth. You have not got the choice. So if you are intent on following a dream, I suggest you stick with it. If you've been held back, I'd say, you know, somebody is trying to muscle in on your patch. And that can be a parent or a partner, a lover. It can be a father figure, but somebody who's strong emotionally and somebody who is trying to pull the strings and keep you contained, and it's not necessarily in your best interest. Here we've got the alchemist, so this is magician. Again, the magician in this case, he's looking in his recipe book to see if he's got everything he needs to cast his spell and to create his little bit of magic. So there's a little bit of a delay here, but it is talking that anything is possible. Usually when this magician card comes up, it's talking about having everything that you need. You just need to find a way to put it all together. And that can be quite difficult. Sometimes the time is not right. Sometimes the material things you need are not quite right. Sometimes emotionally you're not right. Sometimes mentally you're not right. And sometimes you just don't have the energy to forge forward. So something here about you wanting to bring into manifestation something that you're hoping to do, a path that you're meaning to follow, a job that you're wanting to get. Perhaps you want to get married, perhaps you want to build a house, perhaps you want to travel. All of these things, and this is part of this call to make sure that you focus and here have a look at the aspects of yourself perhaps that needs to be brought into control, because it's mental, your energetic, your physical passion, your enthusiasm. Have you got sufficient resources to do what you need to do? And do you have the emotional well-being that will, or the emotional intent, so that when you are on that path that you are aware of the emotional fulfillment that's coming in of following your dream. So you need to look at this card. This is telling me there's some sort of a delay, so something's not quite right in the timing here, even though you're getting the call, and perhaps the call is to remind you that you don't have sufficient time. You don't always have endless time. We only are given a limited amount of time, and if you are wishing to follow a dream, you somehow need to get away from the control that this person is holding over you and manifesting over you, because they're holding you back, and that way you'll never achieve your goals. Here's the King of Wands. Now this could be a new energy coming in, or this can be you just gathering your strength and saying, I will take charge, I'm enthusiastic, I want to do this. Or this can be somebody else who's coming into your life, who gives you that little kick and who just fires you up. Maybe somebody that you meet who fires you up and says, come on now, let's get it all together. We know we can do this. Put some real backbone into it and let's get going. You have got the Queen of Wands here on the table. So the Queen of Wands energy is, as you can see, she's strong. She's a manifester. She'll get what she wants. She looks good. She knows how to go about it. I mean, here the Page of Pentacles, she looks good too. So it's about looking good, and looking good is about when you start to glow from inside. This is sort of the energy that you get when you're following your dreams and following your passions and putting your enthusiasm into the things that you care about. This is when you start to look good. So this is when you start to glow and people say, wow, look at you. And that's because you're following your dreams, you're making yourself happy, you're taking charge, and you're putting yourself first and your self-interests. You're making sure that you are eating properly, sleeping properly, you are taking good care of yourself, and you're putting yourself forward. You are following your dreams. You are looking ahead. So as you say, climbing the mountain. So that's a wonderful energy here. So this is suggesting to you that you put yourself first, give yourself that little bit of glow up and get moving to kind of, spruce yourself up, pick yourself up from, particularly if you've been through an emotional turmoil here. This is quite a devastating card. The energy of the King of Cups in reverse is quite a powerful destabilizer, can actually destabilize you emotionally. So dust yourself off, go and get yourself fixed up and put yourself ready to continue your journey. And the King of Wands is giving you that sort of, come on now, get yourself together, you can do it. Okay, Cancer, here, this is Nine of Cups. This is all those cups up there. Go and achieve, go and do the things you want to do. This is stepping back into your power, your emotional power, and going after the things that you want, achieving the things that you want to achieve, having the experiences that you want to have, You know, and your own experiences are not somebody else's experiences. Don't let somebody say, here, there's only one way and that's my way. This is my cup. I've put it on this pedestal. My way is the right way. No, it's not the right way necessarily for everyone else, because there are many different ways to fill your cup, and you need to choose which way you want to fill your cup. Okay? Here is the Queen of Cups. Here. This is where you actually must make a turnaround, I think, because the Queen of Cups, she has her closed cup. She's not telling and that's probably a wise decision, is keep it to yourself. Keep the lid on your cup. If you've got something that's a little bit different and a little bit out of the ordinary that you want to do, keep that a little bit to yourself. Close yourself off. Focus on what it is you want to do. Hold that cup close to yourself and say, I am going to put my energy into this cup. I will achieve what I want to achieve. If you want to do something quite outrageous and quite outlandish, quite different from the norm, this will be the mountain that you need to climb to get where you're going. And I suggest that you don't necessarily divulge all your secrets of what you want to achieve and what will make you feel fulfilled. You don't need to tell everybody that, because once you tell it, it makes room for a manipulator to come in who tries to control you. So in some instances, maybe it's wise to keep those little things to yourself, so that it has time to grow within you, so that you have the confidence and the strength to move forward. You've got the King and the Queen of Wands here, and the King and the Queen of Cups. But the King and the Queen of Cups here are at loggerheads, because he's trying to manipulate what she's not revealing. So do not reveal what it is that you are hoping to achieve in terms of emotional fulfillment. The King and Queen of Wands are giving you the enthusiasm and the clarity to go ahead, get that strength, stand in your own power, be brave enough to go ahead. Okay, Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords, watch out for somebody playing tricks on you. That's all I can say about this card today. Normally, as I say, that card, he's just being a little bit crafty. So watch out for someone who's being a little bit crafty. Again, it could be this energy here of the King of Cups trying to figure out another way, maybe trying to get inside your head rather than inside your heart. So be mindful of that. There are people who like to control somebody with different ideas, because different ideas challenge people on all levels, and sometimes people don't like that challenge, so a lot of people would like you to conform. So if you don't feel like conforming, maybe you should keep your thoughts and your emotions a little bit guarded, just so that you are a little bit protected until you're strong enough to keep forging ahead. Here we've got Death. So this is telling me there's a change coming, there's a delay. Again, like this magician here, so I think there's some sort of something that you need to work out before you begin this process of change, because here the person is under the horse's foot. As you can see, the old part of you is going to be transformed and the new person will be resurrected. So Judgment is the card of resurrection and change, and so is Death. So you've got two cards here telling me that this call is coming towards you. You need to gather yourself and be very guarded. I suggest you be very guarded. Be careful of people, wanting to expose your dreams and laughing at you, mocking you. That's the other thing that can happen. This person could mock. When you get somebody who's underneath this King of Cups, so if somebody who mocks you or humiliates you, then it makes you feel small, and it's very difficult then to move forward. So both of these cards are showing me there's a delay in July, but you need to focus on this path, this emotional strength that you have within you. You're quite capable of doing what you need to do, but keep a lid on it. Let's have a look what the second row of cards has got to tell us. Sometimes it can help clarify something. These cards also have been well shuffled. One more. Okay, let's go. We've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, you've got her twice. Four of Swords. Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles. Wow, you've got a lot of material cards here, but they're all in the reverse aspect, so we'll have a little bit more of a look at this. Four of Wands in the reverse aspect, the Sun in the reverse aspect, Two of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, I'll have a look at the bottom of the deck. What have we got there? We've got Temperance in reverse. So waiting for something to give you some healing, I think. Waiting to help find some balance. Again, here we've got this Queen of Wands. You can see, Queen of Cups. I do beg your pardon. I just looked at her wand. She's holding a wand. She again is got her eyes closed. She's dreaming about this cup. She's dreaming about what she wants. The cup is open, but I do suggest that you're waiting for this energy to transform you, but you do need to be a little bit protective. You can see she's quite hunched over that cup, so be very guarded over your emotional needs that you would like to have fulfilled. You don't need to reveal that to everybody else. Give that time to grow. Here we've got the Four of Swords, needing some rest and recovery, and if you've been struggling here with this Five of Wands and this King of Cups, of course you're going to need some recovery. You just need to give yourself that space and that time to heal again. You've got Temperance here, so Temperance is coming in with her healing. So it's telling me you need some healing. It's ongoing by the looks of it because it's not quite finished. So there's healing going on here, emotional healing by the looks of it. You've been through some sort of difficulties here, but you're gathering yourself again. You just need to keep yourself a little bit protected for the next round of emotional experiences. Here we've got the Five of Swords, some sort of betrayal. Again, I think perhaps somebody has tried to crush your dreams or your hopes, and they don't really care. They don't care if there is somebody who's damaged in the background. So you've been through some sort of betrayal, I think. You need to be very guarded. And if you recognise this King of Cups here, somebody who's very smooth and very sweet when they want to be, but they're underhanded, and they're always only thinking about themselves and their needs. They're not worried about your needs. And even though in their sweet moments when they'll be very, very nice and you'll think that they're on your side, later on you'll discover that really they're really only about themselves. Okay, so be very careful about that. And I do suggest that you don't listen to the words, because words can be very deceptive. And this card is very much a betrayal card, and words can be deceptive. Don't betray yourself in your thoughts, but don't listen to the words of a smooth talking person here. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a very strong person. This is somebody who is often wealthy, very secure, well grounded, able to manage their finances and their worldly affairs. It's in the reverse, so and it's on top of the Judgment card. So there's some sort of a change here in your worldly affairs. And it's possible that you are... Let me just have a look here. Because you've got the Ace of Pentacles as well. So this is talking about quite considerable wealth or material success on the earth. Both of these cards. The Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. It's in the reverse aspect again, the same as the Magician. So maybe there's some sort of a delay in things coming towards you. And there's Judgment here as well. So this is something that you don't have control over for some reason. This feels very much out of your control. This is maybe your investments, your home, your security, money coming towards you. For some reason this feels out of control. And again here you've got the King of Wands, and then you have this Knight of Pentacles, so a new opportunity. But for some reason there's some sort of a delay. I don't know whether somebody's cheated you, And is it possible that this is a cheating that's happened through a love, a connection, a romance, a betrayal by maybe somebody who's more mature? That is possible. That's on the cards here too. So let's have a look. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this could be a betrayal, a cut-off, a breakup of a marriage, needing recovery. And again, this could be somebody feeling very smug, feeling like winner takes all. This is very much, because this card is a sort of a winner takes all as well. So maybe a marriage is broken up, separation, needing recovery. Oh, it's not looking so good. Here the Sun is in reverse as well. Looks like to me a separation. Okay. Because the Sun, if this is just a delay, there's too many cards here in reverse, and I don't like the betrayal and the trickster, and I don't like the King of Cups. Here there's healing going on, time for healing. Let's have a look. The Two of Cups, betrayal, and again here this Two of Cups in the reverse. So I do feel very much Seven of Swords. This is the trickster, the con man. Don't know whether you've been conned or betrayed. Maybe you've been promised marriage, it's not coming. Somebody is gloating. And your happiness looks like it's been turned on its head, or your hopes for happiness looks like they've been turned on their head. I'm not entirely sure here. And on top of death, you've got this period of being a hermit, trying to find your way through again, needing to spend some time on your own healing, thinking, trying to find what it is that you want on your new journey. This is going to be a long, the hill is still in the background, so it talks about a bit of a long journey, but the main thing is to look at how beautiful that card is. The quest is showing here that you've already started that journey. You need to continue, but it does look like what you've been through here, Cancer, is quite difficult. There's no other way to put it. It looks quite difficult. Be very guarded about your emotions, because I think you've been perhaps an open book with your emotions, and you've had a player come in by the looks of it, and somebody who's taken advantage of your openness and your honesty, and I think they've probably been playing with your heart. They may have even played with your finances, and they may have promised you the world. But all of these cards in the reverse are making me a little bit concerned for your well-being. But you do have healing here. You do have the Queen of Wands, so pick yourself up, give yourself a little bit of a makeover if you can, and start again. Because here there's got death and judgment, and the judgment is also a call for you to have a look at yourself and say, okay, I've got a second chance here now at life. What do I want to do with it? So this is dust yourself off, put yourself in your best position, put yourself forward, gather your strength, and take time to think about what it is you really want. Go into yourself. You have got transformation here, so there's a delay here. But I'm sorry to say that the cards don't look very nice. So I think some of you anyway, not all of you necessarily, but some of you, Cancer, have been through a very rough patch. And my condolences there, because that's all of those kind of experiences leave you feeling, particularly if there's betrayal or trickery here, that takes a long, and manipulation, betrayal, but trickery, manipulation, they're all very unpleasant. So that takes some time to recover from. So the healing may be ongoing for quite some time. But you will get there. I think, you will have new opportunities. They are just probably delayed at this stage. Thank you very much for watching, Cancer. I'm sorry that this reading is a little bit gloomy, but sometimes that's just how life goes. And I guess, the experiences of dealing with somebody like this, a King of Cups in reverse, you know, somebody who doesn't care and somebody who's quite happy to scam you and trick you and take everything for themselves, that leaves you quite damaged for a little while. But be assured that judgment is here, so that can be a bit of a karmic lesson, perhaps something you needed to learn. Take what you can from that lesson. You know, usually when you've been through something as bruising as that, you won't allow that to happen again, and maybe you can help somebody else not have to go through that again. Okay, thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Bye for now.